Mexican nationalists violently assaulting and egging Donald Trump supporters at a San Jose rally. According to the Associated Press, they're reporting that Donald Trump supporters were targeted and subjected to violence as they left a rally there. A Trump supporter had eggs and other food thrown at her on her way out. Wow, look at that. So sad. I mean, this is what it's come to. You go out to support a political candidate and you are assaulted. Of course, look at her. She's blonde. She's white. So therefore, she must be some sort of evil racist, right? At least that's the rhetoric that's being spewed from the liberal Democrats out there who would push that narrative. That's what's happening in this country. They write that brawls erupted from the crowd, and at one point a mostly male mob that was 5 to 6 people deep even surrounded a female Trump supporter right there and began to pelt the defenseless woman in the face with eggs as well as watermelon. That woman, who was wearing a Trump jersey, responded by smiling and pointing right back as they screamed and waved Mexican flags before eventually making her escape thanks to a nearby door. Wow. They write that a few of the demonstrators also burned an American flag outside the convention center. Some banged on the cars of the Trump supporters as they left the rally, and others chased after those on foot to frighten them and tried to grab their hats. Folks, what is happening in this country? I mean, okay, I'm gonna come out and say this very clearly. The media has seized upon Donald Trump's early rhetoric in his campaign, and now the Democrats have fanned that flame, and then thus inflamed the minority groups that Soros is funding. Okay, Soros has put $3 million into a super PAC as a sole funder to go ahead and organize Mexican people. All right, these people do not love America. They are burning American flags. They are waving Mexican flags, and they are attacking people like this blonde white woman. All right, so what these people come here to this country. They take part in the promise and beauty and grace of America, and then they just go ahead and they wave their own flags. Where is the love of country that gave them the opportunity to do that?
All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the Apostle of Grand Millstone, and salutations to your brothers making the calling and election sure. All right, so man, I came across this this little news thing about this lady that got hit by some eggs. You know what I'm saying? By some so-called Mexicans at a Trump rally, and I thought it was kind of funny, man. So I thought I filtered through the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of retarded, man, how the so-called white man, you know, they want to make themselves look all innocent, like they ain't never done nothing. You know what I mean? Like they weren't hanging. You know what I'm saying? So-called Negroes and Mexicans and the days of segregation. You know what I'm saying? Like they totally forgot about all that. You know what I mean? You know, they were just gonna forget about all that. You know what I'm saying? Like their wickedness wasn't gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? But this is the time where the so-called white man, he's being revealed for the devil that he really is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and every day, man, every single day, man, you hear about something going on in the world. If it ain't an earthquake, it's some kind of signs in the sky. You know what I mean? A flood or volcanoes. You know, storms, hail. You know what I'm saying? The homosexual laws, that transgender law, that pedophile law that's being passed, where pedophilia is now like a certain type of a sexual preference or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So this place is showing real signs of just out of control, real wickedness, man. You know, things are just going all crazy everywhere. These stupid laws are being passed, you know. So, you know, the white man's really showing his face. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the elites. You know what I'm saying? The top Illuminati and you know, they're basically those people are in power, man. Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, like Job 9:24 says. And they really pass all these laws and all this wickedness. You know, like Donald Trump. You know, I can't even take Donald Trump seriously, man. I really can't. I really can't take him serious because you could tell he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Just a prideful ass man, you know. But he does all kinds of stupid things, and and he's probably just there to rile up, you know, to start that, you know, that race war, or that, you know, to put the races against each other, you know. But you know, he's stupid though. But I got a couple scriptures. I'm going to start with Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. All right, so you know, you see that when that dude comes to towns, people riot. And why are people rioting, man? Issachar riots in Cali. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that video was in New Mexico. Why are people rioting, man? You know, why is Issachar, you know, the present day Mexicans? Why, you know, the biblical name of the Mexicans? You know what I'm saying? Why are they rioting? They're rioting because the wicked are bearing rule, man. And this dude wants to make a wall. You know what I'm saying? From like Tijuana all the way to like Texas and Louisiana. He wants to make a wall to separate, you know, Mexico from United States. You know what I mean? The people, for the most part, man, Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, man, they come here to work, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of them get in trouble, but you know, the majority of them, they come to work, man, to make a better life. And the majority of Issachar sends money back to their family back home in Mexico, man, so that they can live. You know what I mean? So, you know, we filter everything to the scriptures, man. So Proverbs 29:2 is, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. So when the righteous are in authority, when, you know, back in biblical times in the Bible, you know, as we know, you know, when the kings of Israel were in power, you know, everybody was good. You know what I mean? The Lord of the earth, the Lord of the air, the world, the Lord of the heavens. You know what I mean? The God of Israel. He was with the people, and everybody was happy. But when the wicked are in authority, man, you got chemtrails. You got I just saw another video just before that one. It was just they want to put stem cells into pigs, man, and to make like the pancreas, or like so that they could take a pancreas out of a pig and use it in a human being or something like that. I'm not too sure, but anyways, you know, that's what they're doing, man. They're trying to make half human, half animals. So I don't know, man. This place is crazy. But it says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So these people, they're not happy, man. Issachar's not happy with the so-called Donald Trump, this so-called new president is going to be. I honestly don't see Obama coming out of office, but hey, it'll be the Lord's will. You know, we know that martial law is coming, that mark of the beast is coming, and we know that the Lord is coming. Yahweh is coming soon to take these people out of power, man. And we're going to get put back into power, and the righteous are going to be rejoicing. This is Proverbs 14:28. In the multitude of people is the king's honor, but in the want of people is destruction of the prince. All right, but these people, they're not trying to back Donald Trump in the Southwest. There's nothing but a gang of Mexicans out here, so-called Mexicans, man, and ain't nobody like him, man. Nobody likes him because of the stuff that he's talking about, man. Because these people work hard, man. These people work hard, but they're starting, you know, Issachar's starting not to work, man. I see it, because I work construction. I see it in the work field, man. Issachar's trying to move job to job to get more money because they know they work good, and they know they're good at what they do. You know what I'm saying? And they run the job, man. They speak in that little English they can speak, man. They're running jobs, man. Supervisors, foremans, they're up there, man. They're up there now. You know what I'm saying? They're rubbing elbows with the white man, and the white man just shuts up and like, okay, you guys do whatever you do it, just do it. Make sure it gets done. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want, is the job to be done. So it says Proverbs 14:28. In the multitude of people is the king's honor, but in the want of people is the destruction of the prince. So, I mean, if the king doesn't have nobody to back him up, man, he's destroyed, man. How you gonna rule a nation of people and nobody got your back, man? You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? They think so, but it ain't. It's not gonna work. The Lord's gonna lift up a standard on them when the enemy comes in like a flood. When that martial law and them troops try to kick in doors down, the Lord's gonna lift up a standard, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna what does it say in the book of Job that he roughly paraphrasing, he ruins the enterprise so that they can't perform the enterprise. They're not gonna be able to perform the enterprise, man. All right, I got another scripture in Ecclesiastes. Let me see. So, Ecclesiastes 2:17. Therefore I hated life, because the work that it is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Yeah, man. So it's car, man. Right now, I'm telling you, I can see it, man. The Raza's getting tired of working, man. The Raza's getting tired of working for the so-called white man. They see it. They see the injustices, man. They see the dudes getting fired. You know what I mean? They're basically they're just tired of working, man. And when this car's tired of working, you know something's wrong. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I'm gonna read it again. Ecclesiastes 2:17. Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Because, you know, a wise man, when you really look at it, at the end of the day, man, it's all vanity and vexation, man. The money's going to get turned to the RFID, you know what I'm saying, microchip. They're going to start putting chips in people's hands and stuff like that, you know, and when you really look at it, it's like, it's all vanity and vexation. What are we working for? The dollar's going to drop, martial law's coming, you know what I'm saying, you got to, you know what I'm saying, if stupid ass Donald Trump gets in the office, people gonna be like, man, this country's going to hell, man. This country is it's so many things going on out here. There's so many things going on for people to just turn a blind eye and say nothing's happening. A lot of wickedness, a lot of corruption, a lot of things that are just, they don't make no sense anymore, man. When a man can go into a bathroom, a woman's bathroom, and little girls are in there, you know what I'm saying, doing their business and stuff like that, you got a problem, man. You got a problem, man. You got to, you know, it's common sense to respect the privacy of a woman when she's in the restroom and the men. You know what I'm saying? It's just, come on, man. You know, and they taking a rainbow and putting it in the White House to signify homosexuality. They perverted the rainbow, okay, which was a signal that the Lord wasn't going to flood the earth anymore to Israel. All right, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. This place is corrupt. These politicians are corrupt, and the people are starting to see it, man. All right. That's why I had to do a little video, because that dude in the video, that white man, the Edomite, talking about the lady, oh, poor old little white lady, she got hit with some watermelon and some eggs, man. Whatever, man. After all the oppression that we've suffered, man, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and the Native Americans, man, you tripping over some eggs, man, on one little white lady, tripping, man. Get up out of here with that. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. The pride of their heart has deceived them. So-called white man, he's Esau. You know what I'm saying? And those in the know, they see, man. Lord willing, man, we'll, you know, the Lord will come back for us. He'll see us. He'll deem us worthy, you know, because he gave us this knowledge for a reason. You know, so now we're out here giving this knowledge back, but he's prideful, man. And he's trying to make borders. He's trying to stop people from coming to this country, man. They're the illegal immigrants, man. You know what I'm saying? Issachar, the 10 tribes of Israel, they came, they inhabited the Americas way before the white man was even, you know what I'm saying, before he even knew anything about this place, man. That's in history, man. History will teach you that. That we're the Israelites, the northern tribes. They're the northern tribes, all right? They're the Israelites. I got back. I had a little I had to cut it short because I had to find the scripture. I couldn't find it, but I found it. This is Isaiah 10:13. It says, "For he saith, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures, and I have put down the inhabitants like a valiant man." All right, so that's what he does, man. He says that by his strength he has done it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent. Because the white man thinks he really thinks he's smart. You know what I'm saying? Because they're really mad scientists, man. You know what I'm saying? They're wicked. You know what I mean? They search out all things, and they get into all things. They do experiments. They do all kinds of sick madness, like I said. You know what I mean? Like that movie Splice. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, where they take animals and humans, and they create birds, and half bird, half pigs, and they do all kinds of madness. There's all kinds of stuff, man. They created AIDS. You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man created AIDS, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not natural. It's a chemical. It's some kind of, they manipulated some chemicals, man. They think they're smart, but they're not. They're not smart, and they're gonna be found out to be fools, man. You know what I'm saying? It says Isaiah 10 and 13, and I have removed the bounds of the people. So they you know, they come into a land, they come into a place with their armies. They remove the bounds, they remove the borders and stuff like that. They take down, you know, they conquer all kinds of people's, you know, countries, and do all kinds of madness. They move Walmarts up in there. They put democracy. They think they're smart and they're doing something in the world, man. But they're gonna get caught up for that. You know what I'm saying? Because they go around where they don't. They just put in their nose where it doesn't belong. It says, and I have removed the bounds of the people. I have robbed their treasures, man. Because they rob people, man. They rob the gold, man. They rob gold in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? They do a lot of madness. They do the wicked white man. He's done a lot of things, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's time for the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to start calling him out for what he really is, man. You know? It's a damn devil. And I have put down the inhabitants like a valiant man. There you go. So, you know, they're putting this, they want to put a border. Trump wants to put a border. He wants to call us illegals. People are getting stopped in the Southwest. All right. There was a time where people was getting the federal and judicial, all right, the feds and the local police, there was a checks and balances where they couldn't mix with each other. The federal couldn't come into the police and the police couldn't go into the federal. But now the police are able to check people's papers out here in the Southwest. And there was a couple years back, there was deporting people. Man. What I'm saying is that people get deported, their families get broken up. You know what I'm saying? You know, long story short, man, they remove the bounds of the people, and they think they're smart. You know what I'm saying? But they're not smart. And we know that. All right. So I hope brothers was edified on this. I thought it was kind of funny what they were saying, man. I really did. This is Proverbs 29:2. I'm gonna read it again. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The people is mourning, man. People are mourning. They're seeing what's going down. They're seeing the madness. You know what I mean? That's why they're throwing eggs at Edomite women. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's all by the will of the Most High. So, you know, the Edomites are going down for what you've done. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I want to say all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to your brothers making the calling election sure. Shalom.